The MiniMoog Synthesizer, History, Features, and Significance. The MiniMoog is an analog monophonic synthesizer that is highly prized for its versatility, portability, and ease of use. Manufactured in the early 1970s by the American manufacturer Moog Music, the MiniMoog holds the distinction of being one of the most iconic and influential synthesizers ever released. It is often associated with groundbreaking artists such as Jean-Michel Jarre, Wendy Carlos, and Keith Emerson, who made its warm and powerful tone a recurring feature of their music. It has been used in countless recording albums and soundtracks since its introduction and continues to be sought after by collectors and synthesizer enthusiasts alike. History. The first MiniMoog was released in 1970 and was designed by Dr. Robert Moog, an American pioneer of electronic music who led the development of the first commercial synthesizers in the 1960s. The synthesizer was initially developed as a compact and cost-effective alternative to the bulky and expensive Moog modular synthesizers that had been released in the earlier part of the decade. It was named the MiniMoog, which was derived from the words miniature and Moog in homage to its compact design. The MiniMoog had 3 oscillators and a voltage-controlled filter with a distinctive tone that could be further shaped with an onboard envelope generator and an audio amplifier for added depth. Additionally, its simplistic layout, with the oscillators and controls laid out linearly on the front panel, was designed to make the instrument more accessible and easier to use. This design, combined with its affordability, meant that it was embraced by musicians and composers of all levels of experience. Features. One of the most appealing and influential aspects of the MiniMoog was the fact that it generated sound entirely by analog circuitry. Unlike some of the early digital synthesizers that had been developed during the 1970s, such as the Yamaha DX7, the MiniMoog was capable of creating a range of unique and organic sounds that were more difficult to achieve with digital instruments. The MiniMoog had 3 oscillators that could either be used in unison or individually. Each oscillator had its own dedicated waveform selector with adjustable pulse width, allowing for a range of sound shaping options. The instrument also featured a low-pass filter, an envelope generator, and a white noise generator, which could all be used to shape the sound. Furthermore, the instrument also featured an array of routing options, allowing the user to route different elements of the patch to different outputs and even create sophisticated effects such as ring modulation and vocoding. Additionally, the MiniMoog also featured an onboard keyboard with a range of options for glissando, pitch bend and aftertouch, as well as 2 independent LFOs, which offered the user a range of modulation options. The MiniMoog has had a lasting influence on popular music, having featured on countless classic recordings since its introduction. It has been used by some of the world's most celebrated composers and producers, including Jean-Michel Jarre, Wendy Carlos, and Keith Emerson. It has appeared on such classic albums as Pink Floyd's The Wall, Herbie Hancock's Headhunters, and Steely Dan's Asia. The MiniMoog has also had an influence on modern synthesizers, with the sound and features of the original instrument being faithfully recreated using digital synthesis. Furthermore, the compact and lightweight design of the MiniMoog made it one of the earliest portable synthesizers, paving the way for a range of popular musical instruments that are now commonplace in many studios.